guys, I'm going to show you how to make the apple treat, the baked apples that I was talking about. I call it baked cinnamon apples. They are absolutely delicious, and you can eat this for an apple day, you can eat this for a treat at nighttime. Everything you see on here is on protocol. So the first thing you want to do, I bought the Granny Smith apples. These are just like a small medium size. Slice them up, peel them up and slice them up. So here I have 4 of the Granny Smith apples all peeled. And as you can see, they're like a medium size. They're not too thin, kind of chunky. And have them in the bowl. Also, I preheated my oven to 350. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, the first thing that you want to do is, this is about a half a cup of water. I'm going to drizzle it over the apples. Okay. Alright, once you put your water in, the second thing you want to do is, using the pure vanilla extract, you want to drop about, I'm not really into measuring a ton of things, so usually I'll sprinkle this over. I'd say a good 1 to 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Alright, the next thing you want to do is add your sea salt. I usually add about half a tablespoon of sea salt. It's on your liking. I like a little bit of salt in my apples, so it gives it a little bit of oomph. So add whatever you like. You can add from 1 teaspoon to 1/2 a tablespoon. Alright, I added plenty of salt to this. Alright, the next step that you're going to do is, you're going to add your ground cinnamon. Alright, you want to make sure it's not cinnamon and sugar. Okay, you want to make sure it's just ground cinnamon, and I usually add about a tablespoon. Okay, and we're going to stir this in a second. And it smells delicious. The last thing that you're going to add is the lemon juice. Alright, so I'm going ahead, since I'm holding my camera, I'm going to go ahead and cut this and add it. Alright, I added the juice of about half a lemon. I'm just going to try and get these mixed around as much as I can to get some seasoning and flavor on it. If you feel it needs a little bit more cinnamon, I love cinnamon, so it's like, what? Alright, hold on, okay? Alright, then what you're going to do is, you're going to pour, even with all the juice, you're going to pour it into a cooking pan, baking dish. Spread all the apples out evenly. Like I said, this is 4 medium-sized Granny Smith apples. If you want to use a different type of apple, you may, but these are like my favorite with cinnamon. They taste delicious with cinnamon. So, alright, and then you're going to put it in the oven. I am going to put these in for about 25 minutes. If I have to go longer, I'll tell you when I get back. Alright, so again, we have our apples. Okay, we have our pure vanilla extract, our ground cinnamon, our sea salt, half a juice of a lemon, and then in the end we are going to sprinkle stevia over it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and I will be back in 25 minutes. Alright guys, I just took them out of the oven and they smell delicious. As you can see, they're a little bit, they're not too soft. I don't want them mushy, but they're nice and warm, cinnamony. Then the next thing, yep, hold on. Then the next thing you're gonna do, go sit down and I'll get it for you in a second, is you are going to sprinkle your stevia on top. I'm gonna do 4 packets, so it's almost like 1 packet per apple. Okay, go sit down, Bubba, and I'll get it for you. Or you can just choose to wait and do it. I'm just going to put 2, and then when I separate them into bags, I'll put the rest. So that way I make sure I'm getting my sweetener on it. But, yep, as you can see, they're nice and cooked. And they are delicious. So I will be eating, splitting this into 4. And eating, so this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 apples, 4 meals for today, because I'm doing my apple day. Alright, well, now that I'm munching on this apple, I'm sure my son is going to eat some of these because he loves these. You can have these with you can have your kids eat these with you. They are delicious. And even if you are on P3, you can do like your homemade Cool Whip or whatever. You can add these on there too. Alright guys, I just wanted to share with you that recipe, and hopefully I will put the exact measurements that you're supposed to do on the bottom. But like I said, this recipe is kind of, you can adjust it to your own taste. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Adios.